It seems I'm going to be live now, hopefully with music soon. We shall see, everybody. Very sorry for getting started so late this evening to our probably eventual, those who do tune in. I'm not even going to count the numbers, not even going to pay attention to that. Should be the last thing on my mind. Let's put on something in the background that could serve as some sort of residual soundtrack. Let me see here. Now, yeah. Yeah, that's a good place to start. Let's just see. As soon as that gets a little bit too much, we'll see. It always becomes a little bit too much after a couple of minutes. And oh, my camera, it's not up. It's not up. Sorry. You can't see my beautiful, beautiful face. Very sorry for that. And hopefully you can hear this, me over there. If anybody is tuning in right now, please let me know of the audio quality. Now, today what we're doing is, I wanted to get on to another, seems like I turn this music down just a bit, sorry about that. I wanted to move on to the next edit doc that came in via one of our regular viewers and contributors, Wayne. But tonight, unfortunately, I discovered. I mean, one of the problems that the bug hunter found, and I could not argue with it. Hold on for a moment, and I'll show you. Oh, Wayne! Howdy, how you doing? How you doing there? I got Cheetos tonight. So I'll be spewing out orange chunks rather than the other thing. Wayne, I wanted to get to your edit sheet today, but there was this thing at the back of my mind. The other playtester discovered, pointed out something, and you probably pointed out as well. These staircases are just way, the banisters there are just way too short. They would come up maybe on me, maybe an inch above my knee, and that is not safe. That's not practical, and et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. I started working on that, but that led me down a rabbit hole because you see, a lot of the docks are made of the same pieces, which means if I alter these pieces, this was another thing. If I start fixing this, it means a heck of a lot of fixing of stuff that is sort of like, out of scale, but doesn't really impact play. So, Wayne, what's your opinion here? What should I do here? Really, the game plays at a couple. There are about like 4 occasions during the game when the cat is out of scale with, the things like this, the staircases out of scale with it, and really, I don't know. Maybe that's something to take on when I'm like, I all the other stuff has been addressed because again, I just don't want to. But then again, I'm pretty sure I pick up a lot of your edits are like, hey, this problem with the docks and the problem with these staircases. So I'm gonna have to deal with it right sooner or later, right? Actually, we do have a I think it's I forget what I had, but let me just see. It's either a dummy. Yeah, we have we have a ragdoll, and I know the doors here are set to the regulation. I think 8 feet 2 inches, or whatever they are. I think that's what it was, or something like that. But what I do is I assume that this person really. What I did was I looked at Laura, next to the doorknob, and because the thing is, I'm big. I'm 6'4", so I can't assume that everybody who plays this game is going to be my size. So but on me, let me see here. This is, no. Jeez, I'm nowhere near this tall. God dang it. Yeah, about right there. And, or no, that's where about Laura is, right, about right there. Yeah. So really, you see right here, that's fine. These banisters are absolutely kosher for for that. Even though I got to bring these colliders down just a hair. But you see, if we bring the same dummy down, excuse me, I'm definitely gonna be sneezing. Anyway, that's all I could do. Anyway, big dummy. Somebody, whoever wrote this was a Sanford Son fan. But if you see, if they get on the stairs, in fact, it's a little bit better if they're midway down the stairs. You can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. You see, at this point, it's like mid-thigh, which is insane. What I need to do is, number one, bring the staircases down just a tad and adjust, the geometry of those. That's relatively easy in Blender, but I tried it earlier tonight, and it's a little bit troublesome. And again, this is something that's like, it doesn't really impact gameplay, but as you can see here, it's totally out of whack. These guys up here, they're fine. And by the way, I'm going to fix these right over here while we're talking. So, I mean, really, do you think that's something that I should really pursue immediately, or just go, that's one of those things we're going to fix later. In fact, jeez, what the heck? Because that's another thing that always got me when I was out. And I'll show you the docks. I mean, I don't need to show you the docks, Wayne. You've seen these. Yeah, not these over here. That's a different dock set. But these guys over here are made from the same prefabs. So I'm hoping this is going to... Yeah. So I would have to partially reconstruct these guys out here. Which I have no problem with. Because again, that's not a safe dock. That is not a safe dock at all. So this is one of the things I've been meaning to address. So Wayne, I mean, is this something that you think is like a game killer? It is an immersion breaker to me, because there are so many times when I'm out on like one of the islands, when I'm one of the wood docks, and I know how tall they are. I mean, there's something that I can when I'm standing on, you didn't see me, resting on my so really, I think I should. Well, keyword there is you said eventually. So you said this is not a priority. So I'm not, I mean, she was very diligent, but I'm thinking when I'm looking at yours, you're going to be even more. Well, I know you're going to be even more. And I've already fixed a problem with the respawn points being behind the fence of the Laflamme Mansion by just simply removing those for the alpha, because they're not really necessary. Because not for the beta, because the narrative doesn't even get to that point in the beta. So why even have that option? We can replace them. You just go into the prefab and copy. Dude, that is another complaint. People said when they rebooted the game, the save game. I mean, they didn't even save their game, but they noticed stuff that was changed from the previous playthrough was still there in the subsequent playthrough. That's a conversation. I mean, here, I stopped myself on the HT thing. That's another one of the situations where, man, the save game at this point, we're just trying to get the basic stuff working again, to the point that it should be. So, I would almost consider that on the same level as fixing these banisters. Because saving the game is one thing. But we're right now. We're just trying to make sure that if whether a company or a game tester goes through here, they can't be blocked and messed. They can get everywhere they need to. In fact, Wayne, hey, what I should do, considering you're one of you, let's go through your edit sheet. This is your day in the sun. Let me open up my Gmail. And we are going to take a looky-loo. And I believe I just downloaded them immediately, right? Let's just take a look here. Mr. Dear Value Patient. No. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. Nope, that's my instructions. I want to view your. All righty. I'm going to open with Google Docs. Let's see how many pages. Did you beat her 96? With screenshots, it's very easy to make a very long document. I'm just saying. And by the way, Wayne, I was going to do a members-only update on Patreon tonight, but I got sidetracked. I mean, yeah. Okay, number one, I see, starting a new game does not reset everything. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Inconsistent rendering on objects, even the ground is unsatisfying. I'm sorry, I'm reading your notes. I thought I'd fix a problem with the sectors displaying far. I mean, yeah. I thought I'd fix that. Yeah. Yeah, the clipping issue, I'm very sorry. Yeah, that. Here. This. I'm just going to show you, Wayne. This. Yeah. I thought I had fixed that, and I'm very sorry. That is a source of half the problems that people were able to. So let's see. Here's another spot where the view is just wrong. Yep. And again, this is not supposed to even be here. By 43 pages. Good. I guess what's missing in here? The school bus is invisible. The school bus. Yeah, sectors. All these freaking sector issues. I did not know. I mean, this explains why a heck of a lot of people maybe didn't send in their. So I did not know this was an issue. I thought I had fixed this. So yeah. Old tilt. Okay. Yeah, the signs backside. You mentioned those. And invisible on the other. Yep. I'll turn off this music. I like this song. I'm afraid to find out what it's about, but. It's not always successful. In fact, I need to turn it down again. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's possible for the player's control to lose the cat and fail landing. And here's one thing you told me. This is another thing that was fixed since. All these issues were a matter of the layering. Because the thing that the cat can detect when it's in jump and walk mode was not properly set. Lance has since fixed that. I think it was my No, it was my investigation to the rocks that figured that out. But we had figured that out, after we released the playtest version. Because I try to stick to deadlines. Yep. I'm the person. I have to be careful not to misgender them, but they reported a lot of issues with the inside that I need to address. And I think said before, I never really was bothering with the interiors because I was just making sure that you get through and out and everything was working. So, yeah. Let's see. Sometimes aim jumping marks a target spot as green, even though the spot jump can't be successfully made. Yep. That has to be tweaked. Mm-hmm. I'm going to be surrounding this whole area with an impenetrable boundary with the next release, with the beta, because that's another thing. You're not supposed to be see. I evaded that by saying this is another thing instead of that's the thing. Oops, gotta put another quarter in. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. You're not supposed to be able to access the LaFlamme Mansion until the second act of the game. So that's going to be completely just blocked off with one collider, I think. Yep. The terrain, yep. Or the whole thing needs to be moved down. That'll take a minute. Let's see. There's also weird terrain. I've been there always a little bit of that. And really, those outcroppings, could I just say, or something that I should do like manually, because it's kind of hard to describe. I mean, but main beaches they're very rocky, and the way they work, these very large promontories, such as show up in, let's see, you see, I bet I have not been out to the islands, in Washington since the 90s, and I didn't pay much attention back then because I was too busy having nicotine fits. Anyway, quit smoking. But you see, these sort of things are built by promontories of huge pieces of glacial rock. And you can see, the direction of the rock from down. If you go here, the direction of the rock is the exact same. The scoring in the the ancient bedrock is the same as up here. And what I really want to do is I just really need to buckle down and hand do a few rock promontories, maybe about a dozen. It would be visually good for the game. But that's another thing that I had to wait until after I fixed the vegetation studio issues. The vegetation studio issues were the things that were causing the rocks. I'm pretty sure you tried walking on the rocks a billion times and kept on walking through them, and it depended on the distance you were from them. Oh my, oh. Anyway, well, you typed a lot, so let me see what you've been saying. All right, again, yep, I explained my report. Yep, I'm sure of it. Yeah, and you didn't have the atmospherics working in that game, and another thing that the performance was really crappy despite, all those cutbacks, because I'm discovering problems with the sectors that I hadn't even discovered before, and we're slowly bringing those back in. I mean, there's the 770 sector right downtown had 21,000 separate calls because sector couldn't bundle everything properly. I have since fixed that problem, and we're getting a heck of a lot better performance downtown. But each one of those sectors, I have to seek them out and find them and locate the problem, and so on and so forth. So anyway, let's go on with the rest of your... the beach rock problems, always. That was what I was trying to fix right before the great, Mandy moment. You know what I'm talking about. I can't show the footage. Doesn't work. Good. But the bizarre and very the cat can jump onto the barbed wire along the top of the fence. That is because the colliders are not tall enough. I need to make them mega tall. Has issues. Tab menu is accessible to all when driving the car. Excellent. Sometimes cats have the list for no particular reason. Okay, that is a bug. Sorry. Made with real cheese. Let's see. Yeah. He had not hooked up. I thought he had, but I mean, it's no crime against the guy because he's handling a lot. He did not properly set up the fun and the fun and foods meters. So when those caps were disappearing, understand we have set up, and I think I explained in the manual that if you let a cat, get down to zero, either in food and funds, they're going to leave you and they're going to wander off, and you will have to find them after 72 hours. At a certain, I mean, it'll always be randomly determined where they might show up. I grew up in a farm in Oregon, and I mean, I know that, whenever we were trying to find one of our, farm cats, we always knew where, they would always be in one or three places. So we're trying to replicate that. But I think what happened here, this thing you're describing, where they disappear, they may have all just been triggered into lost mode and not respawned. So I think that's what the issue is here. I'm liking that you're showing me a lot of coding stuff rather than collider issues, even though I'm pretty sure your second one is going to be well into that. Yeah, so let's see. Cat stuck in a wall and unable to move. Yep. Audio issues, always. Yep. I got rid of that. And, I mean, again, I could just show you. It's kind of like a brute force solution, but really it's the simplest solution. And it's easy to fix later on. And we could just put a toggle on those. You see, I just got rid of every one of the respawn points behind this. You're getting to see, by the way, guys, viewers here, and viewers in the future, you're going to see a little bit of behind the scenes. Yeah, I've gotten rid of all spawn points behind there. And I'm not going to say like and subscribe anymore, because since then I've lost 3 subscribers. That just didn't work. So, I should have called this Wayne's Bug Report. Yep. Going to the water trip. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna. We talked about this, I think, 1 or 2 streams ago, Wayne. We're going to take care of this customization. And here's the. Oh, I did it. I think a Cheeto will represent a quarter. That'll be relatively easy to do. Lance just needs to, set up the interface. And yeah, the cat up here, yeah, they fall off. A wire walking seems to work with some finer fine-tuning. Yeah, myself, I'll have to agree, Wayne. I did, and also I need to talk to Lance and just tell him when the cat is balance walking, please turn off, things like itching and such. I also want to replace these bulbs, these big round things, with something that's a little bit more flat, so it's more believable when the cat goes over them. These were all just placeholders. Oh, several missing colliders. Wayne, you're so polite. Yep. All of these vegetation things you're seeing here, the missing collider issue, that is supposed to be taken care of. Oh, goodness. Oh, I redid all of these, by the way. So, since I sent that out. Oh, in the great data loss, I redid all of these. All of that. All the green. Oh, ooh, don't. That is a first new one. Missing collider. Excellent. Yep. Those actually should be added to, objects that cats can push and move around. But the only problem is, like, the dirt should spill out. But those are actually supposed to have plants growing out of them. These are all placeholders. And I never fixed those because I was like, I really should stop working on the aesthetics of the game and start, this grass crap, it just sucks. We're going to get rid of that grass. Yeah, completely fix the gazebo. Completely fixing the gazebo collider. Yep. I admit that the dock colliders are not 100% done. This is an overlap between you and the other bug reporter, Wayne. I fixed that. Ben's tonic. Oh, man. I put so much thought into it. And this cart, actually, I would like it so that the cats can push it. And there is supposed to be a wheelchair also that I've been meaning to put in there. The system for that would be relatively easy because it would just be a physics object, to be pushed or pulled. I'll talk to Lance about that, the next time he has nothing to do. The market under the freeze. Oh, interiors. Interiors are. I'm just so focused on the exterior. This is the Sunset Cabin Blue. Yep. Oh, look at there. All right, wait. You gave me the first one to take a quick look at. I think I may have fixed that, but let's take a quick look. It may have been part of the big data loss that I fixed, but let's just see. Let's turn on our gizmos. All right. The best way for me to test whether I fix that is to run around myself, but it looks like... I should have paid more attention in German. I wish I knew the German word for suspect. Es ist... What? Das ist bedächtig. You know what? We're just going to test it. This may be one thing that escaped my, a secondary review. But, again, the quickest way to do that is to test it. So, let's do it. You're getting to see the action and joy of seeing your, fixes being implemented live. And as soon as I'm done with this stream, by the way, I really got to clean the kitty litter box. It appears that Ronan may have laid some really, I forget to tell you, laid some cable somewhere, and it's making the air quite fragrant. It's not warm enough to open up the, windows here. So, Ooh. Yeah, maybe I don't know whether I discussed this last time, but yeah. Look, smoking of power lines isn't believable, but here they are 3 inches wide. a cat could totally walk up there. We just added it because there, you know, other than the geese, there are other reasons to be up there. You know, blah blah blah. You know, and people are going to say, why can't the cats climb trees? Because. That's all I'll say. Let's move the cat spawner over to Boyd's. And just let her rip, as Leslie Nielsen said. Let's see. You know, I have. Well, that's building. Yeah, I'm gonna rename the stream. You know, Wayne's bug report and Cheetos. Now, I could have sworn I fixed that, but we could check those as well. Laura recently had to redo all the, replace all the ivy. This is house inside of the stairs. Yeah, I need to take another look at that. But I think I fixed it. I redid these colliders just last night. Okay. This is the Boyd Grenier, the Grenier house. We'll take a look at that. Wow. All right. So it was opening in the middle of the night. I gotta wait. I gotta just fix that next. So how long have I been going this? Oh, 31 minutes. Okay, cool. So we got another half hour of this. Okay. Yeah, my goodness. I'm gonna have to clean that little box. Woo! It's a protein-rich diet, Ronan. All right, where are we here? It looks like I may have fixed that issue. Let's just give it a minute here. A second. Yeah, the feet. I mean, they're not perfect. But that's about, you know, half an inch. I mean, that's within acceptable range. You know, one of the things that's really just going to be like, that sort of hamstrings us is, you know, games can usually get away with removing shadows on grass because the player's camera is usually at eye level or far above it in 3 if it's third person. But in our case, really, the grass is like chest level or, you know, maybe a couple feet above. I'm hoping we can just, maybe we can have like grass shading and the ultra shading, the ultra high, because it does make the game look a lot better if we have that. Anyway, it looks like this, I mean, yeah, again, it's a little teensy bit off. Let's go to the edge. Sometimes it's a little bit more. Oh, I gotta fix that. Look there. You mentioned that, probably. So, yeah, there's a little bit of an issue there. Let's see here. Now, how can they stand on the bar? You know, this is like a little bit of. Oh no. Somebody said they like got on here and they were just able to slide all the way to the end, which is bizarre. But I can't replicate that problem, it seems. So. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just go back to the. In fact, escape. Oh no! You reported another issue at the back of here. And, oh, the stairs are gone from both ends. That's odd. I thought I fixed those in the mesh bakers. Right. Let's just hit escape. Oh, the benches. I wanted to fix that. Check that. 'Cause I could have sworn what I did was, yeah, When I fix it is that you can sneak underneath there, but you can't walk. You can walk. I mean, on top and such. But oh no! Oh, look at that! Oh, you did. Oh, look at that! You did spot something. Okay, there's something wonky here. Cool. 2 problems at Boyd's. For some reason, playing Take On Me over on YouTube, I don't really care. Sometimes I play 1980s music on there because I'm old, and it just pops this stuff in. Missing a collide. Oh, this one, Wayne, you pointed out that this building has really low res textures. I've tried to fix that about a dozen times, and hopefully this time it'll get fixed. I mean, that was another thing. Long story. Let's go over to my Veg Studio and check out the collider on there. And I'm going to fast forward to this, by the way. Seriously, if you're putting me on that level, Greasy, yeah, we're going to go to another mix. There we are. Yeah, but I don't want to listen to Party Hard. Why are you getting this music? Yeah, that's good. So let's go back to our Unity. Oh, I thought it was opening. And while it's opening that, it's going to take it a minute because that's everything. Yep. I guarantee you there's some wonky colliders back there. Yeah, you're getting all the way into... I need to put colliders, just blockers in there. Yeah, somebody else said when they swatted a radio, it like went into orbit or something. There's something wrong with the physics element of that radio, and my wrist support just got knocked out. So gotta have more of my Cheetos. Let's see. Oh yeah, fix those from scratch. Top left corner. Residual curb solid. I think I got rid of those. Those look familiar. But I'll take another look. You man go inside the big white mansion. Oh man. This looks like if you remember the last time I streamed here, we found that problem with the little pool down by Picnic Point. Pool will allow people to just like walk and swim off into the horizon. It looks like the swim collider for this body of water is out of whack. I can fix that. Yep. Yep. Overlap. Yep. Deja vu. And again, Laura's redone the colliders, the Ivy. We're going to be testing all of these again. Oh, the cat couldn't do a whole 180-degree thing. Our climbing controller can't handle that. It can't. It would be amazing if it could. I could talk to Lance about it, but he would be like, Eric, there are far more important things. Maybe when we have, funding. So let me tell you, Wayne, you raised a lot of issues that we are going to look into, and you have a look. Let's go into part 2. Alrighty. Let's take a look. Oh, and by the way, this is open. So you first said there's a problem with the collider down there by the blue. Oops, sorry. Let me see if my project... Make sure my quality is set low, because I don't want to be dealing with all of the delays. Very low. Good, 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 good. Alright, so... Turn on gizmos, grab the entire thing. You're absolutely right, Wayne. Oh, I can't believe that. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. No. No! That whole house is missing its colliders, but here is the plus. These houses are all identical, so it's going to be very easy to do that. Oh my, I can't believe I missed that. Let me see if the red one over there has the same issue, because that was in part of the... Nope. I can see its collider right there on that teensy edge, right? You know, it would be very hard. Let's see. That little green line on the edge of the house there, that's its collider. I don't see any such... it has it for the porch, but not everything. That's crazy that I missed that. But hey, all right. The awning that Boyd's Alexa collider. We figured that out. Public dock takes a jump to... Oh, takes a jump to walk onto... Oi, 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 oi. I freaking hate that, but let's test it. I test them one by one, and it means going back and forth, but hey, we're having a great conversation here. Yep. Alrighty. And let me remind myself of which exactly on public dock. You know, again, that's one of those areas that might be completely changed if I fix the models and prefabs that we use for the cottage, these bungalow steps. Mm-hmm. Let me just move your... Yep, we're good to go. Except I think the dock is a little further. So, I'm just going to scope ahead while we're waiting for that. Let's see. Firewood. Wayne says there's no collider on the firewood, and yeah, the firewood is yet to be disseminated to the proper sectors or reviewed. Oh yeah, I've completely redone the collider for these steps. That was something I could have done a heck of a lot better. Oh, the boat. Ooh, yeah, the boat itself has it. Ha! Yeah, wow. Well, once I get Laura's new IV in, I'm going to test all of your issues here. Oh, above the rock. That's one of the remaining rock. There's still a rock in the middle of the road? I thought I got rid of all of those. Wow. Nope. Sign back, gonna fix that. Thank you. Yeah, I should apologize to everybody. Well, no, I should... Yeah, look at that. There's no way that a cat is just gonna walk right the heck up there. Look at that. Yeah. Yep. 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 I'm torn about the street curbs. I mean, some of the street curbs the cats can just walk up onto, but some of them they can't. And I mean, I can create a curb collider that ensures that all cats can get up on all curbs, but I don't know. Okay, so we confirmed that there is an issue all the way back here. There we go. Yeah. Ledger on this church steeple. Not able to jump onto the church steeple from the church roof. Okay. I didn't expect anybody to get up there, but hey. We'll definitely fix that. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Again, I think I'm going to replace the collider around the Laflamme Mansion. And right now there's just a bunch of, like, about 7 colliders. I'm just going to replace it with, like, one, just gigantic one that stretches 3 miles into the sky and under the ground. So there's no chance of this happening. You're able to get inside the building. Congrats. Oh, yeah. I'd really like to get rid of these, by the way. These little puffy, like, sandbag rocks. Those were literally just like a free wall asset that we got during the very first day, or like in the first couple, like, weeks of development when we didn't have time or money. We didn't have the time to make our own rock walls or the money to buy an asset. I need to get rid of those entirely. Collider on top, yeah. And we need to put a little, like, metal grate on those too. There's such a problem with fire out on the islands that they were required to put a metal grill to ensure that no sparks get out of there. It's off the map. Interessant. Sehr misaligned. Well, no, actually, no. And it's very easy to jump up and down there, but the other reviewer said they had the same problem. Well, let's see. On top of battery Hamlin, gonna have to check that out. Another problem. This is the that. Oh wow. Oh yeah, good point. We got to add colliders for those. Absolutely. Das ist very, very unusual. No, it wasn't supposed to go through the building with the orange trim. That is... I'd hate to have to redo that. That may have been an oversight. I'll fix that. That's no big thing. Yeah, there may be some different... I may have to redo some of those. Thankfully, I saved them all. Oh, are we at the end? Oh, okay. All right, you give me about, I'd say, another day of work there. But really, it's good to know. I mean, most of the stuff that both you and her pointed out has been addressed since then. But we will definitely take a look at these. I mean, a lot of your stuff has to do with, like, places you're not even supposed to get to at this point, but I'm glad you pointed it out. And these colliders, again, I could show you what's happened since then. We have to open it again. Before, I tried to make a couple of, like, bricks, like work, brick colliders, but this time I created custom colliders that would match the rocks perfectly, so the cats would always be able to go up. I'll show you what they're like. Ooh. Yeah. First episode of Wayne's Bugs and Cheez-Its has gone very productively. What? true, it's a public dock. I'll fix that. I'll fix it. Don't worry. I'll fix it. All right. Number one, I'm curious about. You say you encountered a collider up here by the old storehouse. Lodi McLoader face here, keeping us company. So anyway, oh, there we go. A little bit. You know, when I started the game, developing it, I originally thought that the city would just, downtown area would end here. But in the end, again, it just was not practical. Let's see. This is very odd. So, collider in this area that would intersect. I do not. I hope it looks like that may have been removed since that. We sent that out. Excellent. Okay, well, but I guarantee you that those other collider issues are 100%. And let's just check out the colliders on the church. The Sector 770 has undergone a real heavy fix. And I'll show you what I did. Like I said, you couldn't go up the stairs at the back of the church. Number one, raise the terrain a little bit back here so it's not as extreme. And it looks like you can still get underneath those. I need to adjust the terrain a little bit higher. And also, let's go select the church object. Try and find that object because this is a demonstration. Because I kept on saying I'm doing custom colliders for troublesome staircases, and this will be me showing you what I'm talking about. And this was something that I was like, I don't want to do it before because I couldn't get my mind around what is it? That 3D app that I really hate, Blender. I just couldn't. And but eventually I figured out how to do very simple stuff like tracing out shapes and stuff, and that allowed me to extrude I'll show you here, a custom. What I did is I replaced all those staircase objects that normally you would get stuck on with a custom ramp that was made to fit the rocks there as closely as I could. In fact, this looks a little bit, could be raised just a bit. So yeah, that way the cats never get stuck on these again. We can see here, let me check out that tombstone that you pointed out. It was a tilty one over here. You can see. Oop. And here's the thing. Oops, another 25 cents. I'm assuming that people here have the same eye I do when I'm looking at these complex things. But over here, I'm trying to get this tombstone, right? This one here, you see that little green box there that's aligned with that ensures they have colliders. And yeah. And I was gonna look at the spire. You can't climb up on the spire. It would be kind of interesting to put something up at the very top of the spire that the cat could climb up to. But it would have to be like the kitten or something, like a really live cat. Anyway, I have to use the restroom. I will be right back. We only have Wayne here watching, so those in the future, hey, I'm using the restroom. Be right back. Alrighty. Um, and yeah, I'll just go over to that other place over here, the garden shop. Just grab that. And you can see um, on that path I've created a completely new collider that, is fine. But yeah, I can see here, yeah. And these may be very, very well out of scale too. I'm gonna have to check that again. Um, and there should be rocks back here, some sort of rock wall. I'll fix that tomorrow, perhaps. But here is the. Oh, I almost said it, but I got most of it out, so I'm going to put it in a Cheeto over there. I think that we're going to be able to get through all these external edits by EOD end of the day tomorrow. I always say EOD because I'm a big businessman. But yeah, Wayne, thank you so much for those for that very comprehensive edit. I was afraid that. I keep on saying I was afraid there'd be a heck of a lot more. So I'm glad that you guys, I'm gonna. Well, I'm probably gonna have another version for you guys to test within a couple of days, and it's gonna have all the fixes for these, hopefully, most of the fixes, and it'll have more systems working, and it's all grand. In fact, there's this one thing that we just added tonight. Let me show you. This is me showing off here. And the audio is up, right? Yeah, okay, good. Except the music is so loud, it's drowning me out. Oh my goodness. Sorry. Oh, caught up with the chat. Nice on fix. Yep. Yeah, but how do humans use docks? I'm gonna have to fix docks. Is the back of the sign for the weather dock supposed to look like it does? Nope. Gonna fix that. Focus on looking at different kinds of shit. Let me tell you, Wayne. I'm. Did I sound like I was? I did not mean to sound like you did not do, dude. You did a fantastic job. I mean, you discovered stuff, a lot of stuff that the other playtester did not. I didn't mean if I sounded like I was like, whatever, Wayne. I didn't mean to sound that way. You did an excellent job, Wayne. Thank you so much. So, well, now, Wayne, this is something. This is the first time we've shown it off, and this is just a rough version, but. We had to completely, like I said in the previous Patreon update, we had to completely rewrite the function, the nature of the mushroom inside the game, and this is just sort of a new variation of that. Is that when this is the new? Let's just come on. Oh, there you are. Come on over here, guy. Ah, there you are, guy. Come on, let's go. You see, let's just see. Wayne said he fixed this as well. Let's flush the toilet while we're here. All right, good for that. We're gonna have to get the animation on the. Oh. Come on. Do you come with me? Lance said he got this fixed. Oh, he said. Did he not? Perhaps he fixed it and I need to restart. Come on, our little guy. Don't be sad. Oh no, it looked like it was following us. But it maybe it got up to a little height. Let's just see. Looks like it's stuck down there to me still. Huh. Let's just see. We're just gonna get latest. Maybe I didn't get the most recent. Ah, yeah, he did a lot of fixes. So let me just see if I don't want to stomp on any of the stuff that I've been doing. Yep. Continue. Only problem is I'm gonna have to restart Unity, but it's worth doing it because I want to see the guy follow us up the column. It's important. We have to get that. So we get to look at the Unity loading screen for about 2 minutes again. Probably about 3 or 4 minutes. But hey, that's the excitement. The Jungle Gym, we don't expect people to go there because that's more of a, Lance's workbench scene. Sorry, I left my cup in the other room. I will be right back. Sorry about this. Oh, and just as I head to the not to the restroom, but to the kitchen couch, we have another beverage. We have another beverage. We have another viewer. When I go to the kitchen to get another beverage, we have another viewer. I am talking too fast. Sorry about that. Be right back. So I'm back. I'm pretty sure we lost our second beverage, i.e. viewer. Oh, no, we get denied there or her. Let's just run this again. What we were going to do, we're going to test the ability of the mushroom to follow you up. Vertically as well as, horizontally. Now, we did lose them. These they serve several functions within the game. Immediately their most immediate use is it's a food supply you can carry with you. And let's just go. You see, it tends to animate faster as you're moving, and then it slows down again. But let's go, little guy. Jellyfishing, jellyfishing, jellyfishing. No, yep, there she goes, following us all the way. That's perfect. Yeah. Hey, what happened? Just like all of a sudden turned around. That's weird. Oh, all right. Okay, well. Ooh. Let's see if it follows us in one of the golf cart. That would be an interesting thing. Oh, it does. Check that out, baby. Come on, let's go take a ride. Woohoo! Come on, jellyfish. Come on, Stingy. All right, he's got it working. And now here's the test here. Can we eat it? Can we eat Stingy the fish? Let's see. Yep, we could eat it. Except you bounce right off of it. We got to get the follow through. But hey, night. We even lost Wayne. Bye. Night. Oh, we may have lost. But anyway, that's the rough version of the Manu Mushroom, and they have a very storied thing within the game. These guys, oh no, it's gone. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Yeah, they again, like I said, I don't want to get into spoilers, but they do serve a function. I just wonder, does it rotate to follow us? Doesn't seem to rotate very well with us. It should, yeah, it always seems to keep the same Y rotation. It should rotate to follow us. But this is a rough version. So, I mean, he just did this in like, an hour or so. Anyway, yeah, that was a new thingy thing, and I'm going to explain it all tomorrow. I think first thing tomorrow, because I keep waking up and getting distracted, and I never get to do that members only update. I've tried doing it 3 times in a row in the evening, and I keep on getting sidetracked about stuff. I think tomorrow, first thing, with my morning Coca-Cola and cornflakes, I'm going to be doing the members only update. I'll have plenty to talk about then. So take care, everybody. Those who Wayne, and those who might view in the future. Take care, and appreciate you tuning in.